Ms. Bhutto, when you went back to Pakistan for your brother's funeral, I know you expected to be arrested again. Was the gesture worth it?
Oh, most certainly. The one thing which sustained me during the present detention was the fact that I had brought my brother home. It was his final journey. It was the last thing I could do for him, and I'm glad I did it.
But politically, what did it mean?
Well, the time I took the decision, I did not realize that there would be such political repercussions. By the time we went back, several 100,000 people took part in the funeral procession, and it demonstrated once again the strength of our political party. So in that sort of sense, it disrupted all the notions that the military regime was trying to spread about, that People's Party is finished. It showed we're still the most popular political party in the country. The assembly is really just a showpiece for the military.
When you were arrested and held for 2 months, what sort of conditions did they keep you in?
Well, I was in my own house, and certainly detention in one's house is more comfortable than detention in prison. You have radio and television, newspapers, and your own carpets and beds. But it's the isolation always which is unnerving, having no company. And this time, because I'd lost my brother, and not only lost him, but we'd found him dead on the floor. So all the more, it was something we needed each other. We wanted to sustain ourselves. And I did find being alone something heavy to carry. But then I would console myself and say, this is the price for bringing him back. And if this is the price, then I must pay it.
Why does General Zia regard you as so much of a threat?
Because I remind him of my father. And he knows that to people of Pakistan, I am the symbol of a Pakistan based on democracy, federalism, and socialism. People in Pakistan don't want dictatorship. They don't want the usurpation of the rights for our people in the provinces. They want to govern their own destiny. General Zia doesn't want people to govern their own destiny. So he wants me out of the way.
But martial law is being lifted at the end of this year. What difference is that going to make?
Let us hope martial law is going to be lifted. Our political party has decided not to give any pretext to the present Prime Minister. So we've said we'll wait till December 31st. But I don't think there'll be any difference. For instance, if I may put it in my own individual self, when I go back, will I be free? If martial law is going to be lifted, then surely different political opinions should be allowed to exist. Opposition parties should be permitted to function. But I don't think this assembly can cope with opposition party because its present structure is so fragile. It knows that wherever the Pakistan People's Party goes, or wherever I go as a leader of the People's Party, I'll attract large crowds. They cannot afford that.
So the name Bhutto is a threat?
Well, they've been suffering from Bhuttophobia for the last 8 years, and my brother's funeral has just brought home to them that despite 8 years of persecution, the Bhutto name still captivates the popular imagination.
Now, you're going to France to give evidence at an inquiry into your brother's death. What is your own theory of how he died?
We are a political family. My brother was a political activist in his own right. From the time we found my brother dead, we knew there could only be 3 things: natural, suicide, or murder. Because we knew our brother, we knew it was not due to natural causes, we knew it was not due to suicide, and we told the police we believe it's murder. They asked us, do you suspect somebody? We said, we just believe it's murder. You're the police, you do the investigation. Whatever you want to ask us, we are prepared to help you. Whatever we can get for you, we are prepared to help you. So much so that, well, more things will come out during the investigation.
Do you have your suspicions? Was it a political murder?
Let me just, yes, we certainly believe politics played a part in it. But for us, it's been a back-breaking tragedy. The manner of it has simply been back-breaking. And I know that the following months are going to be very difficult months. They're going to take a heavy load from the family. But then we owe it to our brother. We can't keep silent when his life has been taken.
Benazir Bhutto, thank you.
Thank you.
Splendid, thanks very much. Can you throw any light on I mean, will you be able to throw, we're not recording now, will you be able to throw any light on his...
See, I can only talk on, I can't talk to them on suppositions.
No.
But when my brother was found, my brother carried a poison with him. When they traveled in that briefcase, it was. And when we were informed that he died,